What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to my channel, where today I am coming to you with yet another news episode featuring many different topics, talking about new upcoming maps. You can see the first one on the background already, called Pacific. Then let's talk about the Clan Wars vehicles, let's talk about one upcoming premium tank, let's talk about some other things. Ladies and gentlemen, let's simply dive into the action. And while you are watching a map called Pacific on the background, let me just say a couple of things. I would like to say thank you very much for all the good get better soon well wishes under my previous videos. You know, I have been sick for a couple of weeks now, but now things are getting better. Little guy, Minides, yes, if you still didn't know, there is a Minides as well, was also sick and now fully 100% recovered. So guys, we are better, a lot better. There is still some coughing here and there, but hopefully it is not going to be annoying in the video if it happens right over here. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you for all your well wishes. Now, let's dive into the video. And talking about the Pacific map over here, which is 1000 by 1000 meter standard battle map with summer vibes. And if I remember correctly, they have released some information about this map before as well, but it looked a lot different. Now, looking at the background, looking at the overall scenery over here, yeah, it gives me Pearl River vibes. How it is designed, you know, all the foliage and stuff like that. But it already has some, you know, some problems, what I can see. Once again, the airfield area was quite open, so for most of vehicle classes it is going to be unplayable. Only for light tanks, only for maybe some faster medium tanks, EBRs, whatnot. This area over here, although could end up to be quite an interesting place where to play. You know, you have some heavy artillery cover over here, you have the tiny little mini caves. I think you call them caves, not cliffs, yeah? Is this classified as cave or just a little passage? Passage maybe is the best, better way to put it. But definitely a position what you can use to fight versus other heavy tanks, other medium tanks, to do some flanking, some neat flanking maneuvers to get up over here into this position where the waterfall is. You know, once again, map is going to look very beautiful. Already it looks beautiful, pretty, even though as we can all see, it is not fully in the HD quality, it is not fully done yet, definitely, far from it. But besides the looks, the most important thing is how it is going to play, right? This area seems to be quite interesting, bumpy. I don't know, honestly I don't know how this map is going to feel like with mouse, type 5, you know, all those slow heavy tanks. You have to climb up the hill basically over here, because you don't want to play on the open field, because it is way too open. And talking about the one problem what I have seen with most of the new maps they are working on, it is all of those open areas filled with sniping positions to counter everything in the open area. So if you have so many obvious tank destroyer sniping spots like we are having on this map as well, like on many other different new maps they are currently working on, I think they're working on like 10 plus maps right now. 10, 20 new maps actually. Like you can see everywhere there are rocks, with some heavy cover and bushes next to it. Bushes over here on the hill, rock over there, bushes next to it, and same on the other side as well. So who is going to play this half of the map actually? Half of the map basically is going to be unplayable, because if you get spotted, well, congratulations, you're going to get completely effed up by enemy tank destroyers. As I can say, or as I said, same is exactly on the enemy side, rock next to the rock bushes, next to the rock bushes, and same trend goes on and on and on. But whenever this map comes out to the hopefully to the recon mode, we are able to check it out. So this was the first new map I wanted to show you today. Next map we are looking at is called Palmanova, and once again it is a 1000 by 1000 meter map, standard battle, summer setting, and this one is This one is also interesting, at least from the footage. You know, looking at the footage, looking at the video footage is 10 times better than looking at simply at the pictures, right? Luckily we have the footage over here. It has so many different heights, levels of the terrain actually. Inside the city, as you can see, so many different heights you are able to play on this balcony, with some tanks even hull down. We have the open area, which is, or the middle open area, which is very open. We have like quite a moderately deep hole over here, which is going to cover you if you try to go into the village. And one of the most important and interesting, definitely right now interesting, before I have not even played on this map, positions is going to be up over there, where you're able to go from the base, you know, on the roads, and boom. Look at that. So this map has like 3 different layers, what we can see from this picture. The high ground, the middle ground, and the low ground. And the low ground seems to be the most safe for the heavy tanks to play. The middle ground is... this is actually, like, this one is interesting over here. How open it is going to be, how much you can see from there. Like only time will tell, right? And what are you able to achieve if you take the high ground overall? Are you able to achieve anything, or is the most of the fighting going on into the city or in the city? Like most likely all the heavy tanks, not all the heavy tanks actually, but most of the heavy tanks are going to be in the city, at least the heaviest ones, I would say so. Okay, so we have some sniping balconies over here. If you take this part of the map, you have some control over it, but once again, city was quite blocked. You are not able to snipe safely up here, though, where we can also see many heavy tanks like hull down beasts, Gran 1 and stuff like that, who may end up over here. So, ladies and gentlemen, Palmanova and Pacific, 2 new maps. Let me know what you think about that in the comment section. Next up, some words about the ongoing marathon for the VZ114. If you're still struggling, well, here is a little booster for you. Many players have already completed it, and 1 player completed it in under 24 hours. The first marathon on the VZ114 without donation, I guess without buying it. This is translated directly from Russian to English using Google Translator. Was completed in 23 hours by Valery, aka Sumba. A relatively newcomer to marathons, a fresh blood of young tank streamers, nice extras, and possibly future member of the... Okay, over here, 23 hours and 34 minutes, 221 battles. And he's completely done a marathon right over here. I guess this was one epic long session. And the second marathon was completed actually hour and a half, 2.5 hours later. Yeah, 2.5 hours later by a Panacea YouTuber. Panacea 1, right? 26 hours and 5 minutes. And by the way, they are actually keeping track of all the records from all the previous marathons as well. Now, this is a tier 9 tank. It takes some more experience to get right, 23 hours. The previous one, Old Proto MX30, was completed in 19 hours and 3 minutes. Quite crazy, right? STRVK, 25 hours. Kampfpanzer, 22 hours. And the fastest marathon ever, I believe, is the ALT Proto. Yeah, 19 hours and 3 minutes since they started recording it. Renegade as well, under 20 hours. Wow, absolutely crazy. Next up, let's talk about yet another upcoming Tier 8, most likely, right now we do not know, but most likely a premium tank titled yet another object, this time object 259A, if I'm not mistaken, and this tank kind of slipped under my radar for some reason. Well, actually I do know why. I was quite, sick during that, but hey, here it is nevertheless. So this is a vehicle, I think they were undersized full where to put it, into tier 9, into tier 8. It has some very crazy characteristics, honestly. Like, this is a heavy tank, guys. This is a heavy tank, keep that in mind, with 420 alpha damage and 530 with high explosive rounds, 233 millimeters of penetration with APCR, 285 with heat, 61 with AG. This is a tier 8 once again. 15-second reload time, yeah, it has to be long, then the gun handling is complete utter garbage, 3.2 second aiming time, 0.42 accuracy, minus 6 degrees of gun depression, 16 degrees of gun elevation, and 38 shells in total. So once again, this is a hard-hitting Russian tank with extremely awful gun handling. Why do we need tanks like that? Please raise your hand if you enjoy horrible gun handling tanks. Even if it has like good DPM, even if it has like good mobility or something like that. Do you really enjoy it? Maybe some do actually. Maybe some do. Maybe some do enjoy missing more than half of their shots, right? Anyway, moving on. Mobility is quite crazy. 60 top speed, 12 reverse speed. 60 top speed is... right? Yeah, it is. Oof. Horsepower, 900 horsepower engine, 15 power to weight ratio, 30 degrees per second, hull rotation speed, which is, you know, quite meh actually. Turret reverse, 29. Quite meh as well, but top speed, not half bad. So boosting it with turbo, it actually gives it a lot of extra hit points, engine power, extra speed as well. Yeah, it can do some silly things. 1450 hit points, hull 110, 190, 260, 155 and 100 on the turret. Turret view range 380 meters and 720 meter signal range, but you know nobody cares about signal range. So here is some more pictures how this tank is going to look like. It is like a heavy tank. Yeah, well, it is a heavy tank, right? Pikey nose. It has a commander hedge weak spot, but the turret seems to be quite slow pick, quite bouncy, definitely. We'll see the armor values, we'll see how V-shaped this hull actually is, because this hull seems to be Object 257-ish shape type of hull. Object 259A coming into the game. Let me know what you think about that. Next up, let's talk about some Clan Wars action. The global map event is coming. The new clan event will take place from February 7th through February 21st. Now, many players were so freaking happy that Chieftain was not part of the previous Clan Wars campaign, previous event. And now, ladies and gentlemen, if you were happy before, well, you are not going to be so happy right now, because it is back in the reward vehicles section. Or if you were sad you were not able to get it previously, well, then now you are very, very happy, right? And let's actually take a look at his video right over here, which is going to showcase the reward tanks all at once.
For the main rewards, you'll be able to get vehicles you know very well. The 121B, the M60.
Those two are available in the Bond store.
The T95E6.
I guess this one is coming soon as well over there.
The Object 907.
This one I don't believe so.
The VK7201K.
Maybe this one as
The
well.
Carro de Combatimento 45T.
And
And the legendary T95 FV4201 Chieftain.
more
Since
Chieftains,
the number
ladies
of
and
prize
gentlemen.
places in the Alley of Fame has decreased, it will be more difficult to get a reward vehicle. That's where the new auction comes in. Meanwhile, the best tankers will get special rewards. The Prospector 2D style. And the new, unique 3D style for the M60, Hellraiser. They'll not only help you stand out on the battlefield, but also warn your enemies not to mess with you. Tankers, confrontation is coming. Prepare for fierce battles over territories, fame, and worthwhile rewards.
Nice. Okay, so are you going to take part of the Clan Wars campaign as well? The upcoming campaign or not? Are you going to pick up Chieftain, or do you already have it? Are you going to pick up something else? let me know. Ladies and gentlemen, you can consider yourself being informed about couple topics, what is happening in the world of tanks. If you want to keep getting informed, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and we're all going to be happy. I'll catch you next time with something else. You have been awesome. Stay sexy, stay naked, take care, and bye.